Hello everybody, I'm Ian with Board Feelings, and sorry I haven't been around for a while. I haven't played very many games lately, and so it was hard to think of reviews to do, and I didn't want to do reviews on older games, so I kind of just took a little bit of a break, but I am back because I'm playing games again, because I got some new games in. So today, let's talk about Dinosaur Island, Rawr N Write. First of all, I do want to apologize for any mispronunciations of the words Rawr N Write. I have a bit of a speech impediment, and those words together, so close, are a bit difficult. So from now on, for the rest of the video, I'm just going to call it Dinosaur Island, but no, I'm talking about this version, the Rawr N Write version of Dinosaur Island. So in this version of Dinosaur Island, you essentially can be doing the exact same thing you did in the original version of Dinosaur Island. You're going to be collecting DNA, building dinosaur pens, you're going to be hiring specialists, you're going to be using that DNA to build dinosaurs. Everything you know and love from Dinosaur Island is still here in this version. So if that's the case, why would somebody want to buy this version over any of the other versions of Dinosaur Island? Well, because it's different. First of all, each player receives 2 pieces of paper for their player board. One side has the physical layout of your park, tracks DNA, what buildings you've built, and what dinosaurs you have made, whereas the other side tracks specialist, excitement, and any deaths you have received during the play. But also, this central board is very interesting, because every game you're going to use this giant deck of cards to place out 3 buildings and 3 specialists that we're going to change each and every game, that'll make each game unique, because these are the buildings and specialists that are available for this game. So let's talk very briefly about how this game is played. There are a total of 3 rounds in the game, and each round is comprised of 2 action phases and then a run park phase. There are 10 DNA dice that are going to be placed inside this bag. At the beginning of every round, you're going to take out the number of players plus 1. So in a 2-player game, you're going to use 5 dice, and you're going to roll those dice and place them in between the players. Players are then going to take turns snake drafting these dice until they have a total of 2 dice. Players receive all the resources of the dice that they received, and all players receive the resource of the die that's remaining, but they also must take the threat that is indicated on that remaining die. Then in turn order, players take actions where they take one of their dice and place on one of the 5 actions of the main board and receive whatever action they took. Once all players have taken the actions they want to take, you move on to the next phase, which could potentially be either another action phase where you do all of those dice drafting and dice actions again, or a run park phase. Honestly, the run park phase is something that I really like in this version of Dinosaur Island, because how you build out your park is very important. Because yes, you get benefits from having different buildings, but you get additional benefits and additional excitement if they are connected by roads. During the run park phase, you're going to be making a tour starting at the HQ and then going as far as you can throughout your park to visit as many new buildings as possible. And possibly even hitting a park exit, which will earn you even more points. One thing I didn't really like in original Dinosaur Island is how the layout of your park really didn't matter too much. It was just a square, and all of the park pieces are either squares or rectangles, and it was just really easy to just kind of throw it in there, because it doesn't really matter anything at all. But in this version, how you want to connect new buildings so that way you can travel to them to get more excitement, and those buildings must be connected by roads, and roads can't be rebuilt. Once you build a road, it's set in stone. You can't, create an intersection or anything like that. The idea that you have to kind of pre-plan your moves is really, really interesting and really fun. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I really enjoy this game. It is one of the more complex Rawr N Writes that are out there. Now granted, I haven't played some of the most complex ones. I haven't played like 3 Sisters, Fleet the Dice Game, or Hadrian's Wall. And those 3 are kind of known as the most complex. But I have played Roman Roll, and I would put this in a very same place as that. I also did a while ago play another dinosaur-themed Rawr N Write game called Welcome to Dino World that I was not a huge fan of. I saw the appeal, but there was just a lot going on, because you had to like power the different dinosaur cages, and there was just a lot going on. And this streamlines the whole idea of just being able to build buildings, connect them with roads, and that's all you have to do. I also quickly want to tag on that has a really solid solo mode. It is essentially a beat your high score, but it does have objectives, and the objectives give you something to strive for. Now, the one downside I have are actually these dice. I think they are quite a bit too transparent, and it's hard to see them, especially on the table, the way the light hits it. I would have rather some darker dice. I know, they're just not quite where I would like them. So how does Dinosaur Island Rawr N Write make me feel? Well, I don't really know. It makes me feel happy though. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the roll and write genre. In fact, looking at my collection, as far as simple roll and writes, I have 2. And now I have 2 complex roll and writes, Dinosaur Island and Roman Roll. I have owned others, but they honestly just didn't stick with me as well as these ones have. So I'm just going to say that it makes me feel happy that I have another mid-heavyweight roll and write in my collection. So yeah, those are my thoughts and feelings on Dinosaur Island Rawr N Write. Have you played it? What did you think? And what genre do you think Pandasaurus Dinosaur Island should tackle next? A friend of mine thinks that an area control game where one person can actually play the faction of the dinosaurs would be really interesting. So what do you think is next for this line of games? Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below, and I go experience many bored feelings. I want to thank you all so much for watching my video. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of other board game content creators out there, and you took your time to watch this one, so thank you so much. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. You can do that right here. And if you want to see more of my videos, you can click right up here to see more. And down here is just a video that YouTube thinks you may like. So once again, thanks for watching.